or many traders do not know how to use the engulfing candle properly, or they are still probably confused or don't even know how important it is in trading. So this video, I'll try to make it as short as possible. So I just want to show you how I missed a trade, right? I was actually sleeping, right? But I missed that trade. But I'll show you. I purposely took everything out. I just want to show you how I came about that trade, right? So this was it. So firstly, I marked out this particular region. I marked out these two region. Firstly, actually this three region, right? So this is the first. I marked out this area. These are SBRs, right? And one is RBS. So this, right? I marked these areas. Then I marked this one. Right. So the thing is, I mark out these areas and see where the market will react from. So let's see where the market reacts from. Now, if you watch this one reacted, but the reaction wasn't strong enough, right? So I take this first one off. The second reaction, not nice enough, I take it out. Now we are left with this particular one. Now, what is this? This is probably yes. So this is actually here break. This is actually a QM, right? Why is it a QM? Because market has broken through twice, right? This is the key level here, right? This is the key level, and this is a V-shaped key level. I will switch on the chart. Actually, yeah, the line charts. Let's see. I'll show you. So this is the line chart. As you can see, that's a V-shaped key level, right? Now I'll switch back again just to confirm. As you can see, market broke it here, then broke it again twice, right? So let's go back again to the candlesticks. So it was twice broken, and that makes it a QM, and QMs are usually stronger than SBRs and RBS, in my humble opinion, right? So, and in most cases, I seldom trade those things. So I prefer much of QMs. So after I saw that, okay, the market has actually reacted from here, which is a sweep, right? It has swept that QM. So the next thing I did was, this is a 4-hour time frame, right? And this was on Sunday, the first candle of Sunday, right? So then I switched to 15-minute time frame. I switched to the 15-minute time frame. Right. Now, this is where it gets very, very interesting. This is where it gets very interesting. Now, as you can see, we are looking for an engulfing candle, right? Now, watch here. Where's the first engulfing candle? An engulfing candle can be formed in different ways. Firstly, an engulfing candle can form once. That is, let me draw a simple box so you can see. So an engulfing candle can form. Okay, hold on. So I'll just add it to favorites so I can use it ASAP. So an engulfing candle, this is how it can form. Firstly, this is one. Let's say this is a bearish, right? This is a bearish, and the next is a bullish, right? This can be an engulfing candle, right? Now, an engulfing candle can also be, let me change this to another color. Let's see, green. Now, an engulfing can also form in this way or in this manner. So let's say an engulfing can also form this way, right? So let's say this is a bearish, and we have one set of a bullish candle, but not overtaken or taken off the whole body of the bearish, right? An engulfing can form in this manner, right? And I'll tell you why it is an engulfing. I'll tell you why it's an engulfing. Now let's say another one again formed this way, right? Now the reason why we will call this an engulfing is because we have the same bullish candles forming in the same direction without break. There is no bearish candle in between them. It's just bullish, bullish, bullish candles, right? Now, they have engulfed, the three of them have practically engulfed the bearish candle. So that makes it a bullish candle. So we can just group them into one and call it a bullish engulfing candle, right? So that was the logic I also used in that in this space, right? So this is it here. So this is it here. It happened here, right? This is it. Now I'm waiting for something to happen. Firstly, I need a break of structure, right? Now the break of structure happened where? It happened here. It happened here. Right? The market broke through. Then what happened? The market came down, but before it came down, it gave us something. It gave us what? A little pullback, which we can call liquidity, an inducement, right? As some will call it, this is what we will call an inducement, right? So immediately I saw that happen or take shape or take place, whatever language you want to use. The next thing, I waited for the next sweep of the closest key level. Right. Now, some people might be waiting for the market to sweep this particular apex, right? But what happened? The market did not sweep that particular apex key level. It did not. Where did it use? It used a QM. This is a QM. The market used that QM. See? Although the QM is not fresh anymore, but yet it used that QM. Like I said, it is not fresh anymore, but it is strong for it to withstand two touches, right? It was touched on two occasions, which signifies that it is quite strong. So, and market had to use it again for the third time, right? So immediately market tapped onto it. What did I do? What was I supposed to do? Remember, I missed this trade because it was quite very late for my sleep-on pattern, right? So if I were to take this trade, I would have just entered at that particular sweep, placed my entry, then placed my stop loss just at that at the main sweep, right? Then what will I be looking for? I'm targeting the next logical key level, and let's switch back to the 4-hour time frame and see where that logical key level ought to be. Right. So where is it at? Okay. So here it is. My own kind of trading pattern, I would not use this particular key level because it is, in most cases, it is almost insignificant to me. Because why? It did not break any structure. It did not, nothing. It did nothing, right? Because it's just there. It's just there. So I wouldn't use it. Now, where you would think, oh, because I did not take the trade, that's why I'm being greedy. But let's see why I'll place it around this area. Or let's see why. Now, let's zoom to the left. You see something happening. Like I said, your entry or your exit, right, should always be in tandem with places that actually matter, right? Like this is a key level that actually broke structure, right? It broke the structure here. It broke structure, right? In the same way I pick my entries is the same way I pick my exits. If my entry doesn't break a structure, I'm not picking it. Right. If my exit also does not break a structure, it's a no-no for me. I will look for something else that looks better or more logical. Right. So that is exactly where I would place my exit. Right. Now, taking this trade on Monday morning would have resulted me getting how many RRs? Let's see. That's a 41 RR trade. You might say, oh, that's greedy or whatever it is, but I'm telling you, this is doable. I've done 25 RRs. I've done, the max I've done is 25, yes. Right, now this played out real well. And when did it play out? It played out yesterday, then Wednesday. Right, yeah, that's when it played out. Right, so this is feasible. So the most important thing you should look out for is when you are taking an entry, ensure that these are places that actually make sense. I like QMs because some QMs do not usually break structure, but I like QMs, right? In many cases, QMs actually make sense. In fact, this one in fact broke. Okay, it did not break structure, but QMs always hold markets very, very strongly. They hold markets very strongly, right? So I either QMs, then aside from QMs, any place I am going to enter or exit must at least break structure, right? It must break structure. And this is one of the most important key things you should take out from this video. So this was a trade I actually missed, right? If I was awake, I would have taken this trade, right? So this is just it for now. So I am waiting for market to actually come to me, right? So that's another key again in this trading journey.